Well, after a long time waiting, the results are finally in regarding our brother David Schultz. For those of you who haven't heard, haven't kept up with it, maybe you don't care, David was a pig hauler out of Iowa. He went missing last Thanksgiving, 2023. Search parties covered over 100,000 acres on foot. They had drone pilots up there flying around looking for him. Law enforcement had a scent tracking dog who tracked his scent to a field drive and then lost the scent. A field drive, by my understanding, is a vehicle access point to the field. They searched that whole area around where his truck was found parked on the highway. No sign of him except for the truck, his jacket, stuff like that. Ultimately, as of a few weeks ago, David was found in that field, deceased. The investigation tells us that he died essentially of a meth overdose and hypothermia. I call bullshit. That's not what crank does, man. If you'd have told me that this was an investigation to find out who took apart his CB radio and tried to put it back in correctly, I would have told you, oh yeah, that's dope. But how many cases do you know of where somebody overdoses on crank and then freezes to death, lonely in a field? That's not crank, man. Where was David at all of these months since Thanksgiving of 2023? Where was his body? Are you going to tell me that search parties who covered over 100,000 acres around his truck didn't step in that part of the field? You going to tell me that the drone pilot with his wide-angle lens didn't search that part of the field? It wasn't far from the truck where David was found. I suppose David went to the field drive where the scent dog lost his trail and then flapped his wings and flew to the spot where he laid down and died. Are you going to tell me he didn't leave a single boot print for the search parties to follow? Man, sell that shit to someone else, because I'm not buying it. I cannot possibly believe that a trained scent dog can be more stupid than a sheriff who won't take fingerprints from a truck. I hope David's sons believe everything their mama tells them about their daddy. I hope his sons believe that nobody hurt their dad.